The Marshall Origin 5C combo. Can you get a proper valve or tube amp for practice use, for home use, that sounds great for just over 200? That's what we'll find out today. Hello and welcome to another video. It's good to have you along. My name is Elmo J. Karjalainen. You can call me this guy or that guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. I have here with me the Marshall Origin 5C, the combo. This thing costs only 222 euros here in Europe, which should be roughly 250 bucks in the States. It might be more or less, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments. This is a 5-watt valve amp, and potentially this could be the best thing since sliced bread. If it sounds anything like the bigger ones, I've tried the Origin 20 and the Origin 50 heads and they sounded great. Well, maybe great is pushing it, but they sounded very good. If you could have that at home from something this small, that would be brilliant. It has volume, it has tilt, which is basically mimicking the two different channels of a plexi. It has bass, mid and treble, and you have a high output switch and switch between low and high outputs. On the back it has a connector for the foot switch, which I've forgotten to connect. It has an effects loop, which you can turn on and off from the pedal. It has a boost function, which you can engage from the pedal or from the knob on the top. It's making a funny noise. I have connected to my Marshall cab over there. So I'm going to start with the cab and then we're going to check out how the speaker in this sounds. So it has an 8-inch speaker, if I understood correctly, a Celestion. I'll double check. Yes, Celestion 815 speaker. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I have an overdrive pedal, so I'm going to try with and without an overdrive pedal. I have delay in the loop, and it's great that it has a loop. I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJ and Fury pickups, and I have everything set to 0. So I'll set EQ halfway, tilt is all the way to 0, volume is all the way to 0, as you can hear. So, turning on the loop, turning it off. Turn volume halfway. Okay, let's add the boost. See what the tilt does? I'll turn it all the way to 10. Judging by the noise, I would say that this is the bright treble channel on a plexi. Yep. Okay, so Yeah, it's getting fairly loud. Let's see if we turn it to low output. Boost. Let's turn it down to kind of home use volume. I are a good guitar player. Okay, I guess this would be. And let's add an overdrive pedal. I have the Strymon Riverside. Let's try without the boost. Let's fiddle with the controls a bit, because it's sounding really honky, nasally, something. Let's add a bit of volume first and foremost. Put that back halfway. Added some middle and treble. Let's turn off the loop for a second. Okay, maybe it's time that I switch to the internal speaker. Alright, so let's face it, if you're going to be using this as a practice amp, you probably won't have a 4x12 cab lying around. But then again, if you're going to gig with this, which you potentially might, we'll try out the volume in a bit. If you play in a sort of blues band or something where you don't get terribly loud, I think this could just about do it with an extension cab. I don't think the 8-inch speaker would like that though. So, but we'll see. So far, I think it does sound a bit odd somehow, a bit honky. But let's see what it sounds like with the internal speaker, which is, by the way, positioned weirdly. So I'm glad I had a look. I didn't just assume that it's in the middle. Let's turn off the Riverside. High output mode. Right. I'm sorry. I love Marshalls to bits. I have the Plexis. I've used Marshalls basically all my life. And while this sounded a bit odd, a bit honky, it wasn't terrible from through the 4x12 Marshall cab. But this just sounds like excrement. Total and complete excrement. I won't use bad language because someone might be offended. And heaven forbid someone be offended. But someone will be offended by me saying that this sounds like horse droppings. Absolute and complete bottom. The speaker in this is terrible. I'm not going to waste time breaking it in because breaking in a speaker will improve the sound, but it won't do miracles. It won't make this into, wow, I didn't know that it was so good. And I don't know why that is. I tried the Harley Benton Tube 5, which was cheaper than this, smaller than this, has an 8-inch speaker, which sounded so much better than this. I'm really disappointed with this amp. Plus, the amp didn't like the overdrive pedal too much, which again, the Harley Benton was just, yeah, hey, look, overdrive pedal, let's make this sound even better. I liked the Origin 20. I like the Origin 50. I strongly dislike the Origin 5C, the combo. Good for me, I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. I could fiddle with the controls and try to make this sound better, but that would just be pointless. With this speaker inside, you're not going to get this to sound like anything. And I might get hate for this. I've gotten hate for the Marshall Code videos, but I don't care. That's my honest opinion. It sounded so terrible, I lost all interest. And that's the speaker. The amp itself is okay, because it sounded okay through the 4x12. And this is with treble all the way down. I mean, just listen to this. Yeah, for me. Definitely no. We're better off getting one of those Harley Benton things. Well, I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review and, yeah, honest opinion. This is, considering it's a Valve amp, this is just terrible. Horrible sounding speaker. Get something else. Save money, get something better. Or save money and get something cheaper, like the Harley Benton. This is just so, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just so, Yeah, I hope you liked the video. Click like if you did. If you want to watch more of my amp reviews, there's a playlist here somewhere. There are positive ones as well. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell notification thing, and hey, comment, let me know what you thought. And join me on Patreon because I buy the gear that I review. And you get a bunch of exclusives and all of my music, and you can take it all for free because I don't want you to pay for something that you think is terrible. So if you think my music sucks, you can just not pay. But if you like it, you can pay if you want to. So there's a link in the description to that. Big no-no. Hope to see you in another one. Take care. Bye.